Welcome. Today, I'm going to tell you what you really need for nursing school success. What must-have items you need in your nursing hall to be successful, no matter if you're just starting out nursing school or you're entering your last semester. I previewed a bunch of hall videos or nursing supply videos, and quite honestly, they got it all wrong. Let me tell you why. All of them focused on this guy right here, the stethoscope. But that ain't the most important thing. No. The most important thing you need for nursing school is this. That's right, shoes. I just took a test on shoes, and let me tell you, I laced it. No, but seriously, shoes will make or break your journey in nursing school. You're gonna have those shoes on for 12 or 13 hours a day. They need to be comfortable, and they are gonna help you go on these adventures through the hospitals that are gonna be, maybe not so comfortable when you're walking through, right? You're gonna come across some potential blood, some projectile vomit. You might even have to step over or through some feces. And for you newbies out there, that's poop, right? Waterproof shoes, not water resistance. Look at me and look at me good. Waterproof shoes. Those of you who thought you're gonna wear some athletic mesh shoes that are pink or purple because they're gonna mash your scrubs perfectly, no, don't do it. This is serious business. I prefer Danskos. Those are the leather top shoes that I showed earlier that have a hard leather top, that all the bodily fluids or anything nasty that gets on them just goes to the side, and then you can wipe them with the sanitary cloths that are within the hospital to keep your shoes clean. I also prefer Danskos because they have a heel height of 1.5 inches. And so for a short king like me, takes me to new heights. I'm gonna leave you with this little story of why shoes are so important. And this is a story told to me by my friend Morgan. So shout out to Morgan for this story. She was a very beginner nursing student taking care of a patient. She was emptying out a Foley catheter bag into the graduated cylinder, which is a very common task for a nursing student. She emptied it out just fine. She has it in her hand and she's walking toward the restroom to dispose of the urine. Unfortunately, someone comes along and bumps her, and the urine spills on her shoes. Guess what kind of shoes that girl was wearing? You guessed it, mesh. So now she has urine-soaked socks. That's not the life I want to live. Hopefully you don't either. All right, so the next piece, I am gonna go back to the stethoscope that so many people find important. You're gonna hear a lot of the nursing students, a lot of your professors, they're all gonna tell you varying things. Some are gonna tell you go out and spend that really expensive $150 cardiac Lithman 3 version. Others of them are gonna tell you go ahead and buy the cheap one. I'm gonna tell you the cheap one is gonna get you perfectly through nursing school, okay? And I recommend that to everyone because you're still going to be able to hear the lung sounds, the heart sounds, the bowel sounds, etc. And yes, the cardiac Lithman or any type of Lithman stethoscope you can hear a little bit better. But when you're a beginning nurse, you don't even know really what you're listening to anyways. So you can pass all of nursing school with just a regular $20 stethoscope on Amazon. If you have the means to buy the Lithman expensive one, go ahead and do it. But I think it's better if you ask for that as a graduation gift from someone after you graduate nursing school. All right, so next pretty cool item that a lot of nursing students like to have is a little stethoscope case. There's plenty of them on Amazon that you can get with decorative EKG signs, flowers, art decals, whatever you're looking for. This is just a basic black one that I use. With inside of it, when you open it up, it has a couple slots for pins. That's another thing that you'll want to get is a pin light. You definitely will be utilizing this because you'll be checking pupils all the time in the hospital, and then you can just keep it right in here. And then you can fold your stethoscope right here and keep it, if the pins stay in there better for you, keep it protected, and then there you have your nice little stethoscope case with some pins. Pins are another item that you need in nursing school. You need them for notes taking, etc. For the clinical. Pins disappear in the hospital so quick, Just think about how fast that knowledge leaves your head as soon as you leave from a big final exam. Just goes poof. That's how fast pins go in the hospital, so you definitely need an excess of those. These guys, AKA trauma shears. Do you need them? No, you ain't gonna be cutting nothing in the hospital, all right? Let's be real about this. These are, an expensive piece that'll stay in your backpack and you'll not really use. If you do need to cut something in the hospital, the nurse that you'll be shadowing or working with will have their own trauma shears and you can assist them. Would not waste your money on these fancy nurse scissors because you really won't be using them in the hospital. All right, a next item that you need is a clipboard, okay? You see this one I have here that folds open. This is a bifold one. There's some that are trifold, meaning they fold in 3 different areas. Some nursing students buy them that have conversions on here, some nursing tips, stuff like that. Feel free to buy those if you'd like. The ones that I definitely don't recommend are those large size ones that fold completely open. And you can store all your papers and pins in there. They look really cool, but nothing says new nursing student like a giant clipboard that you literally can open and store your entire life in. No, just don't do it. All right, next up, caffeine. Caffeine, caffeine, caffeine. You ain't gonna make it through nursing school unless you drink caffeine. If you don't drink caffeine, trust me, you're gonna start. My nursing school hobbies consist of drinking coffee, drinking tea with caffeine, drinking Celsius, basically anything with caffeine, probably some other liquids that I'm not gonna state right now because I don't know who's really watching this video. If you're watching this and you're one of those people who just said, but I don't drink caffeine and I won't drink caffeine, well, let me tell you, I don't trust you, I feel sorry for you, and we will never be friends. All right, so next up, let's move on to lunch and dinner type items. This one is very underrated. I don't see a lot of nursing hall videos that have something similar, but you definitely need some sort of lunch or dinner container, such as this, right? You will be, whether you're doing clinicals for 12 hours, 10 hours, or you're on campus for 6, 8 hours, you need something to store your lunch and dinner in. The cafeteria food is very expensive and probably not healthy, so you want something to store in. I like this one, has a large piece that you can open up, and then it has down here, you can keep your cold stuff, plenty of room for food and caffeine. Speaking of lunch and dinner, I love these Fairlife shakes. If you know, you know. These are perfect size to stick in the little containers, grab on the go, always give me a protein, nutritious dinner or lunch. Also, I want to give a big shout out to Costco for never carrying the caramel ones anymore. I hate you. Boom! Lint roller. You need one of these, especially if your program has dark scrubs, maroon, black, brown, anything like that, because you want to make sure that you look professional. You don't want your clinical instructor to mark you down because you look unprofessional, okay? If you have a dog, especially need something like this. You don't want to show up to the clinical setting and your school colors are supposed to be black, but then the teacher looks at you and you look like you've changed your school colors to dog hair? No, not the life. Not the life. So go ahead and get yourself plenty of lint rollers. That money I saved you advising cheap stethoscope, not trauma shears. I'll put that excess money into a second set of scrubs to match your school uniform. This is very important. The main reason is let's not pry and pretend that you're gonna have a lot of free time while you're in nursing school. There's plenty of people who don't do their laundry on a regular basis as it is. Yeah, I'm talking to you out there who hasn't done their bed sheets in over 3 weeks. Get on it. Let's go! No, really, you're gonna be busy. Let's take a normal Monday of an 8-hour clinical day. You're tired, you come home, you got some homework to do. Tuesday, you got some theory classes. Wednesday, you got skills lab. You're supposed to show up in scrubs again. Are you gonna wear that same nasty set of scrubs that you wore on Monday? No. You don't want to do that for cleanliness reasons, and you don't want to smell like C. diff in front of all your classmates. Get a second set, do laundry on the weekend whenever you possibly can. All right, those are my pro tips for nursing school. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe for more content. Boom!